Hey, good morning. It's Jose, and I am going to show off my demonstration for this final Flutter project, the GGC Thorns, Roses, and Buds student picker project. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a hot reload so that the app properly loads the main Dart file that I'm currently on. And I'm just going to go down the list for the specification for this project in terms of requirements. So the first thing notes that the project ought to contain an about screen with the building graphic header So I'm just going to go to my props list here and just go to about. And as you can see, I have the header image there, the title's there, my name, Jose Cantillo, is there. It's spring 2020 for Dr. Lutz's 4550 class. I have my own specific image here, and the date that I initially started creating this app is here. So I believe that's everything that's required. I worked by myself, so this is a single member project, and the back button to go back to the main page is right here, and that back button accomplishes that. So options menu, aka settings, contains send, receive. Yep, send, receive is there. Add name is there. Sort, shuffle, clear, and about. And they all properly function. So before I go into the list, I'm just going to show off that send and receive work. So here's my tabs for send and receive. You can click on them, and then they show the appropriate body here. So that works. There wasn't a back button necessary for that send receive option, so I didn't put one. So add name. All right, so we're gonna show off add name. I'm just gonna put Tom as a name. Tom, I'm gonna add 3 names. Tom, Jerry, and then Fido. Alright, so I'm gonna show off sort. So if sort ought to work correctly, Fido should be the first, Jerry should be the second, and Tom should be the last. Fido, Jerry, Tom. And I'm just gonna show off one extra thing here. So I'm just gonna add my name. So Fido, Jerry, Tom, Jose. So if I do sort again, my name should come after Jerry, and which it does. So sort works. Shuffle is just gonna randomly shuffle up the names on the list, so you can see that the names are just random now. Yeah, they keep just being randomized. So the requirement for shuffle works. Yeah, okay, shuffle works for sure. And then clear just clears out the list. So we're gonna go to clear, and then see that the list is clear. I'm gonna go back to the about just to show that it loads properly, to show that there are no names available in the list anymore. And I think that's about it for that requirement that I'm reading off. So the next one is selecting add name in settings redirects to a different page and is able to accept a new name. I guess for the add, I had forgotten to mention this X button. So let's say if I just put dog and I hit OK, if I hit X, it cancels out of adding the name. So that works. And I already showed off how adding works already. So swiping an element to the left removes it. Alright, so I'm just going to click on the banner button to populate my preset names. Yeah, there we go. So these are my preset names, and I am going to swipe. What direction is it? Left. I'm swiping to. You could do it in any direction. I didn't set a specific one, but if you do this, the name is dismissed. So I'm just going to dismiss all of these names, or a majority of them, just to show that the consistency for the fact that they're gone is there. I'm going to go to about just to have that reload and show you that the list is consistent for the names that I took off. Swiping, yeah, it removes it. The current list of names is persisted upon app shutdown and restored upon app start. I'm just gonna add one name just to be uh, sure. I mean, just to show you that you can be sure that this persists. So I'm just gonna actually hide my name, and I am going to um, pause the app and then go back. And as you can see, it persists. Now I'm going to go ahead and um, kill the app. And once we come back and have it loaded, it should have the same list of names that it did before. Just for you to reference. I mean, you can go back in the video, but I'm just like, for my sake, I remember for sure that the list started with Sean and then ended with my name with the visibility turned off. So if my save persistence works correctly, it should give us the same scenario of list items. So I gotta have this loaded, and I'm gonna do a hot reload now. If this syncing to the emulator finishes soon. Okay, I think it finished. Alright, so hot reload is going to show us Sean to Jose. Yep, it does. Look at that. Persistence works. Let's see. In the list, display hidden items icon off. Yep, you can see that icon off. Visibility tap function works. And then when you click it again, you can take it off. Toggling a list item reverses provided if you try to pick a random name when all lists are hidden or the list is empty. The way that I interpreted that is if you click the Fab button, you get an informational message saying that no students are selectable. So that exists. Yeah, like for like me reading into this, provide an informational message when you try to pick a random name. Yeah, okay, I think, yeah, I definitely hit the mark on that. I'm pretty sure. So send receive is added. Yeah, I already showed that off. Image appears at the top of the main screen. Titles, yep, that's there on the main screen. Show a list of names with the tile widgets. Yeah, that's what you're looking at now. A new random item being displayed. Okay, the Fab button has the icon sync icon, random rows, thorn and black. Okay, so just to undo these, I am going to show off that it picks a random name out of all of these. And I'm just going to make sure that it at least picks all these names once. So there's one for Timmy, there's one for Jonathan, there's one for Timmy again. Rose has been selected 3 times apparently. So Timmy, Jonathan, Timmy, Timmy, Jonathan, Jonathan, me, Elizabeth. Come on, we need Sean, I think, now. Sean, come on, Sean. Yep, okay, Sean just showed up. Okay, yeah, Sean. So as you can see, like every time that I was going through the Fab button, here's the Bud, randomly selected, Rose, randomly selected, Bud, and here's a Thorn. And all the names have been showing up for every time that I've been doing this. And just to show you that now either Jonathan or me will be selected, you are now able to see that. And like I showed you before, when you try to do this, when no names are selectable, the informational message gets shown. No students are selectable. Random item selection will never select the hidden image. Yep. And I think I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, so if I do this, Elizabeth will be the only name selected. Right, okay, so include author information, course, date within my Dart code. These should be presented as code comments. I guess I can show that off real quick. Yeah, that's my code. The beginning of my Dart file has me as the author, since I'm the only member. Date is the 30th of spring 2020, and the course is mobile app development with Dr. Lutz, ITEC4550, section 2. And one last item, I believe. Implement a logging strategy. Okay, I think, oh, this is what you, yeah, so I don't know if like you were able to see it the whole time I was doing it, but now that I can probably put your attention on it, my logging strategy is just for whenever you click the fab button, the random position of the index of that list that you're pulling from is showing, and it gives you the name of the person that it chose. So you can see that Sean's the first item within the list that is pulling from for when the floating action button gets pressed. Sean, me, Elizabeth, Sean. Yep. So that's my logging strategy. I had a lot more when I was testing and debugging, but nobody wants to see like a whole bunch of obscure logging statements. Yeah, but I believe that's everything. Thank you for your time for watching this video. If you have any questions directed to me, just let me know. And it's been a pleasure working on this project. And in my opinion, this was very, what word am I looking for? It's empowering to know that I was capable of doing this given the resources I was given. It was a big help, and I feel like this gives me a lot more grounded confidence in my ability to code and develop something. So thank you, Dr. Lutz, for being an awesome professor, and I appreciate the class and the manner in which you taught it to us. But besides that, thank you, everybody, and have a good rest of your day.